Ernesto Guevara de la Serna was born in Rosario, Argentina, in 1928. His parents were relatively well off and were able to pay for a good education. In 1948, he went to study medicine at the University of Buenos Aires. As a break from his studies, Alberto Granado and Che embarked on a motorbike journey across South America. It would be during this trip that Che would witness the grinding poverty that is endemic to the continent. Returning to Argentina, in 1953 he graduated from university, and soon set out on another trip. Following the west coast, he arrived in Guatemala City. The experience of Guatemala in 1954 had a strong influence on his thinking. Jacobo Arbenz had attempted to carry out a modest agrarian reform and nationalizing the 3 million acres of the United Fruit Company. This was a reform that the US could not stomach, and the CIA set about organizing a military overthrow of Arbenz. The Communist Party in Cuba, the Popular Socialist Party (PSP), initially did not support the July 26 movement, but only jumped on the bandwagon at the last moment. Unfortunately, the beginnings of the guerrilla war did not go well. Out of 82 guerrillas in the initial attack, only 15 survived and sought refuge in the mountains of Sierra Maestra. After a period, a number of successful raids allowed the rebels to establish a liberated zone. While massively outnumbered by Batista's standing army, what was remarkable was its ineffectiveness. Numbering around 35,000 in strength, it was unable to defeat the guerrillas, who at times numbered less than 200 men. This was a reflection of the decay of the Batista dictatorship. The last serious attempt to crush the rebel army was La Ofensiva, where some 12,000 demoralized soldiers failed to defeat the guerrillas. Che's next attempt to promote guerrilla warfare was in Bolivia. Once again, this proved to be disastrous. He set out with a small band of guerrillas with no support from the Bolivian Communist Party, loyal as ever to Moscow. Bolivia, as the poorest country in South America, and with a powerful working class employed in its mining industry, certainly had potential for revolution. Land had been purchased for the setting up of a guerrilla base to train and acclimatize recruits. After a number of small initial successes in the area, Che's group began to run into severe problems. The guerrillas had failed to establish any roots amongst the peasants. Isolated and exhausted, Che was flanked by the Bolivian army, trained by U.S. Army Special Forces, and under the direction of the CIA. Eventually, Che was captured by the Bolivian army and taken to a schoolhouse. He was shot repeatedly below the neck to make it appear his death was from combat wounds, not an execution.